fish keepers and other people who are interested in the aquarium hobby. Welcome to Aquarium Thoughts, and I'm Dave. Today I'm going to be redoing a video I have on my channel. Currently it's basically to expand a little bit more on it and just show you how I really do my water changes on my main tank right here, as well as my bedroom tank, but I'm not going to do my bedroom tank. That video has already been done, and plus it's kind of late at night and my boys are actually sleeping in that room, so I'm not going to go in there and bother them. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I use for my water changes and go from there. So please hold on and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back, and this is pretty much what I use for doing my water changes. These are basically the supplies. I have this little, and it's not a surge protector, it's more like just a power strip with an on-off button. You'll see where that comes in shortly. And I'm actually going to go a little bit out, not in the hallway because I'm hearing an echo. I'm going to my boys' room right here and actually show you this where I have less of an echo. So basically what I have in here is I have a lovely pill cap to a medicine bottle, which I do have that right here as well. And that's going to be that part. This will come in handy as well. You'll see where that comes in later. And then you have the hose and a little U-shaped thing that goes on my tank. You'll see that in action shortly as well. So basically that's what I have right here. This is what you need, and this is what I use anyways. And this is of course a good old trusty water pump that I use. This is what's going to pump the water into the tank and start the siphon to get the water out of the tank. Of course, the siphoning out of the tank happens first. So that is basically what I use. This is just regular old vinyl tubing that I bought at Home Depot. And of course, you could probably tell what these are. These are just PVC pipings. Basically connected to the vinyl hose with a little connector right there. That makes a U, hangs right onto the fish tank and goes from there. Takes the water out and puts the water in. So that is the hardware that I use. So this is actually going to go into my bathroom. As I go in here, go in the bathroom right here. It's going to be a little echoey in here. So this is my lovely bathroom, so I'm going to set that right there. And I'm going to go ahead and set this up. I'm also going to get the chemicals that I use, and I'm going to show you that as well. So please hold on. I will be right back after I set up these equipment and go from there. Hold on, please. Okay, I am back again. And as you can see, I do have it all set up. I have the bucket in the tub. I have the hose running out to my aquarium here. Got to be careful not to step on the hose here. Excuse the dirty walls. I still need to wash them from all my kids. And there, of course, is the PVC pipe hanging onto my aquarium, which is going to be how it's going to go from the water into the tub. And I will show you how that works in a second. Okay, go back into my bathroom here. I do need to plug this in first of all. That's one thing I haven't done yet. But as you can see, it is not on, so there's no power to it yet. Plus there's no water in there anyways. Move that out of the way. So basically these are the chemicals I use. This is of course Chem Prime, you all know that. This I actually don't use in my tank. I just use this for the basically priming the siphon. And I'll show you that in a second, so I'll set that aside. As far as my dechlorinating goes, these are the two chemicals I have been using. Right now I am using Fritz Pro Aquatics ACCR, which is a dry ammonia, chlorine, and chloramine remover. Now it doesn't do anything about the heavy metals and stuff like that. But I do add the Cordone's concentrated fish protector, which this is actually the pond fish protector, which I found if you are going to be using Cordone's fish protector, it's a lot cost effective to actually go with the pond version, because all it is a higher concentration. And basically this thing is for 1 ounce, it does 150 gallons. as opposed to the regular one, which is for 1 ounce, only does 50 gallons. So in the long run, it's a lot cheaper to actually go with the pond stuff and just basically use the amount that you're going to be using in your tank. On my 53 gallon, I use 10 mLs of this stuff for my 53 gallon. And of course, this one right here just takes, let's see, for every 1 teaspoon, it does 40 gallons. That being a 53, I actually use a teaspoon and a quarter. So, and what I have in there is actually a little measuring spoon of a fourth of a teaspoon. So I just use 5 of those, and of course I put some of the old water in here, mix the powder in there, pour 10 mLs in there, and use that to dechlorinate the water that I'm putting into my aquarium. So right now I am going to go ahead and prime the siphon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this prime right here. I'm not sure if I really need to do this, as I'm not really pumping the water in too much, but I do it anyways just for precaution. So put a little bit of prime in there. And of course what I do need to do is I do need to put some water in here, preferably not hot, so just regular cold, which typically is about the temperature that my water in my tank runs right about now. So I'm going to fill that a little bit up. I don't need it all the way, I just need it. Okay. That should be enough because I don't need it all the way. This is basically just to prime the siphon with my water pump. This is how I do the water changes. I did it the other way where I pumped the water out and had to switch it around, but I found this actually to be effective as well. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the water pump for a little bit, turn it on for a little bit until it gets to my aquarium, turn it off, and then what's going to happen is there's going to be a siphon that is going to take the aquarium water and put it in this bucket, and if you look closely you could actually see it flowing. So that's basically my aquarium dumping out into the tub. And eventually what will happen is the bucket will overflow and drain all the way into the drain. And right now my tank is going to be draining. So I put new water in, and that way I can have a nice clean tank and have my water parameters back in place. So just give that a few moments while that drains, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back, and right now I'm gonna just basically stop dumping it right here. So all I have to do now is lift this up, and that stops the siphon, and I am free to just put that back in there, and basically then that stops the siphon and the water stops draining. And then I'm gonna go into, then I'm gonna go back into the bathroom, go in here. And lo and behold, there's all the water from the aquarium that I've dumped out. And well, some of it goes in the drain because it overflow. But right now I'm going to get the chemicals ready for the refill. So just give me a moment. I will be right back. Okay, I am back now. And as you can see, I have some water in the bucket right now. And all I need to do is turn on the pump. And the pump will pump the water back into the aquarium. And my water change will continue. I'm going to go ahead and turn the aquarium pump in a second here. But as you can see, I do have the dry dechlorinator all set up here, mixed into some of the old tank water, along with a pond fish protector that I got as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. And it's going to take a few moments for that to even reach the tank anyway. So I'm going to go back in here, right in here. And then of course, dump the dechlorinator in there. And there we go, and we have my tank being refilled. So that is basically it. that is my aquarium water change system that I use. I will post a link to my old version as well, where I'm actually doing my water change on my bedroom tank. I think that was a while ago, that was months ago, that's probably about 3 months old. I decided this time I'll just redo it a little bit, show you my chemicals I use as well, and basically just make it more tuned in with my channel here with all the intros and outros and actually talking. As this fills up, the bucket of course will eventually run out because I'm pretty sure I took out more than 5 gallons. So then all I have to do is just turn on the water faucet and put more water into the bucket, which the water then will go through the pump and go through the hose and back into my aquarium. This saves me from carrying a lot of buckets in and out, in and out, in and out. I used to do that a lot with my 20 gallon when I had it in here. That was a pain in the butt. I can't imagine doing it on this 53. So I decided to go a different route. I was originally looking at the Python system, but looking at my bathroom, I don't really have the proper connections in there for that. So I basically figured out I'll just use a water pump. And like I said, originally I had the pump in the tank, pumping it out, and then I switch it around. But then I figured it out where if you pump water into the tank and you turn off the pump, you basically get a siphon, which will pump out the water. Learned that mistake once, and ever since then I've been doing it this way, and it works fine for this tank as well as my bedroom tank. And my bedroom tank is a little bit lower than this tank, so that is that. Before I go, I'm going to end this video, but before I go, I will at least give a shout out to one of the other FishTube members out there that I am subscribed to. I have watched a number of live streams when I could. I know a lot of times he does do live streams when I'm actually at work, but when you guys get a chance, check out Otter Creek Aquatics. I will leave links at the end of this video as well as in the description, so please check them out and go from there. And as normal, have a good day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Thank you.